Good day, ma'am. I am LMA Valerie Eternal from BAC 1-1, and for this video presentation, I will discuss the evolution of communication through ages of time. Humans have been using different methods to communicate from the beginning. Let's have a look at the history of human communication briefly. First, cave paintings. Cave paintings are the oldest methods of communicating. They were used to mark territories. Major events were also recorded through these paintings. They are usually found on the walls and ceiling of caves. Symbol for communication. Different signs and symbols were used to deliver messages. Rock carvings were introduced in 10,000 BC. These rock paintings drew pictures to convey stories. The carvings on the rock surface were also known as rock art. Later on, graphic symbols were used to present ideas or concepts. Chinese created character for communication as well. Alphabet were created at the last. Evolution of communication was easier after the alphabet. Smoke signals. These signals were used to send messages. They were mostly used in China. Chinese guards release smoke into the air. Smoke is depicted as a message to the Great Wall of China. A famous Greek historian Polybus used smoke signals to represent the alphabet. Pigeons. Pigeons are known well for their directions. They were known to find their home, even after traveling long distances. People used to attach small letters to their neck, hoping they would fly to the receiver. Pigeons were also used by ancient Romans to tell owners how their entries had been placed. They carried essential messages and helped in evolution of communication. Postal system. With raising awareness, people started to use courier services. Letters were delivered from one person to another through postal services. These systems were organized in India, China, Persia, and Rome. A Frenchman, De Valliere, started a postal system in 1653. The use of mailboxes and delivery of letters was done through the system. Newspaper. Newspapers are still a wide form of communications use. Every other house has a newspaper delivered every day. These papers deliver written news and also other important national events taking place. Radio. With the advent of print media, radios were introduced after that. Radios are a source of news as well as entertainment for people. Wireless signals were studied and tested in detail. Telegraph. The first electrical communication system to send text messages was called telegraph. Sending letters required energy and patience to wait for a reply. Telegraphs were introduced to send text messages more quickly than written messages. It helped in sending information across the country. Telephone. The first telephone was introduced by Alexander Graham Bell in 1876. Within 50 years of its invention, telephones became an essential part of every household and office. The device transmitted human audio into signals. These signals were then transmitted through wires. Landline telephone service began in 90s. People could talk on call for hours through long distances. It was the most reliable form of communication system. Mobile phones were introduced in 1973 and the mode of communication was changed entirely. Television. Even today, television are a great source of entertainment. They are mode of indirect communication to the larger audience. Many people in history put in tremendous efforts to introduce television. The early televisions displayed black and white pictures after the World War II. But with the advancement, colors were added to the screen. Today, there are several features in television that provide us more entertainment and information. Internet. The world of the web has brought people closer. Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web in 1990. Satellite supports the internet. Through the internet, we can search for anything, anywhere in the whole world. Wireless connection via Wi-Fi began in 1991. Email. Microsoft Business Email is the most formal way of communications used in the offices. Text message. Various network providers are used for sending text messages. The first text message was sent by Neil Papworth, an engineer, in 1992. Social media. People share their entire life events on social media. Social media platforms help people share pictures, videos, and almost everything on the internet. It is the latest mode of communication in the digital world. Smartphones have made this more convenient. Social media apps can be downloaded into smartphones. Users of social media in this generation are obsessed with the platforms. They share the daily smudge of their lives on the apps. Social media has revolutionized the way we communicate. We can see what other people are doing through their social media profiles. It is now easy to check up on your friend who live far. It is important to understand cultural differences in communication because being culturally aware enables us to communicate with people more effectively beyond words and grammar by understanding their culture. Language plays a huge part in building cultural awareness. So that's the end of my presentation. Once again, I am LMA Valerie Eternal from BAC 1-1 and thank you for watching.